Forget about stretch ceilings. For the Estonian market in 2026, they are no longer a sign of Euro renovation. They are just a quick but cheap-looking way to cover ceiling issues. The film creates a perfectly smooth but utterly lifeless surface. In small Tallinn apartments, it amplifies the feeling of an office rather than a home, and over time it yellows and sags. People renovating for long-term rentals of 10 to 15 years are increasingly viewing the ceiling as the fifth wall, one that shapes the apartment's mood, affects acoustics, and visually adds or subtracts height. That's why experienced Tallinn contractors now often suggest more advanced solutions right from the consultation, skipping cheap PVC films. The first relevant alternative in Estonia is architectural drywall ceilings. These aren't the old multi-level bagels. They are minimalist designs with shadow joints and a floating ceiling effect. Such systems easily hide ventilation, wiring, cornices, and let you integrate magnetic track lights and light lines that set the lighting scene for filming and comfortable living. Drywall is eco-friendly, non-combustible, and, most importantly, allows you to properly level and insulate the slab in a panel building once, so you never have to revisit it with every new tenant. In Tallinn, companies already specialize in these neat drywall systems for rentals. One of them is Baltic Job Service. They often work on small projects and know how to fit a modern ceiling even into a rundown Khrushchevka. The second trend line is natural wood. In Tallinn and Tartu new builds, you're increasingly seeing slat wooden ceilings and panels similar to those from local acoustic panel producers. Thin oak or ash slats on a black or felt base hide imperfections while creating a warm, luxurious interior feel. For rentals, this is a powerful tool. In a sea of identical white boxes, a wooden ceiling makes a studio or microloft stand out, boosting the chances it will be chosen over others and that tenants will stay longer and treat the space better. Long-time market contractors like Baltic Job Service often offer standard wood solutions for various budgets, so investors don't have to figure out veneer grades or mounting systems themselves. The third hot material is microcement and mineral plasters. Industrial aesthetics are gaining traction in Estonia, used in residential complexes and high-ceiling lofts alike. A thin layer of microcement mimics monolithic concrete, visually lifts the ceiling, and performs well in kitchens, bathrooms, and hallways prone to moisture and temperature swings. Hand-applied, it gives a lively, unique texture. For landlords, it's a chance to add an affordable but memorable feature at a cost comparable to a quality stretch ceiling, without the plastic dome vibe. The key is proper mix prep and application, usually handled by the same crews doing full renovations in Tallinn. Baltic Job Service has projects where microcement was used on both ceilings and walls to visually unify small spaces. The fourth direction is acoustic and textile ceilings. In compact Tallinn apartments, especially near roads or railways, noise is a real issue. Estonian companies already produce wooden and felt acoustic panels for walls and ceilings. They dampen echoes, improve sound, and look like designer elements. For the popular home office plus bedroom format tenants crave, this is a huge plus. Fabric stretch systems on hidden frames also deliver a matte, breathable ceiling that outperforms PVC acoustically. Often, it's the designer or renovation firm that points out where to add a couple of acoustic strips, making the apartment noticeably quieter from the first viewing. You don't have to ditch stretch ceilings entirely. They're still logical in three scenarios: super fast pre-rental fixes, leaky old buildings with issues from above, and temporary solutions in storage or utility rooms. But if you're doing an apartment in Estonia for yourself and for rent over years, look toward drywall, wood, microcement, and acoustics. These not only visually boost the property's value, but help rent it out at higher, more stable rates, because people increasingly pick not just square meters, but atmosphere and comfort they sense from listing photos. Owners who win here are those who don't experiment alone, but bring in teams specializing in Tallinn's rental stock. Contractors like Baltic Job Service have a vested interest in repairs that rent hassle-free for years. It's their live portfolio and best referrals.